Yo, what is up people, how are you guys doing? Today you're looking at my Specialized Pitch 27.5. It's a basic mountain bike that I bought from the pawn shop for 200 bucks. I believe this mountain bike has a lot of good potential, so I am upgrading this bike until I'm satisfied with it. So today, I'm gonna be changing the drivetrain from 3x8 to 1x8. Keep watching if you consider this as an upgrade as I do it step by step. So since I want to keep this bike budget friendly, I went ahead and bought this IXF crankset. It came with a bottom bracket and the chainring as well. Of course, it's narrow wide. This is the same crankset that I used on my DiamondBack Atroz. So yeah, I know that this crankset is reliable even though I only paid $50 for it. For this job, we're gonna need a bottom bracket tool, screwdriver, adjustable wrench, some Allen wrenches, a square taper, bottom bracket tool, a square taper crankset removal tool, some shop towels, grease, and also a chain breaker. So I just realized that this bike actually came with a combo shifter. That means the front derailleur shifter and the brakes is actually combined together. Luckily, I got some spare parts in my junk box. First step is to remove the left handlebar grip and the front derailleur shifter using some Allen wrenches. Next step is to remove the cable from the brake lever. Just make sure that the barrel adjuster groove and the brake lever groove is aligned. Next step is to remove the derailleur shifter cable from the bike. Just loosen it with an Allen wrench and it should be good to go. Now it's time to pull the cable out of the bike. Next up is to remove the chain. Unfortunately, I can't find my proper chain breaker, so right now I am using my Crank Brothers multi-tool that has a chain breaker on it. As you guys can see, it is actually working pretty good, and later on I will reduce the length of this chain to gain some tension and reduce chain slap. Now the chain is out, I can easily remove this front derailleur. To be honest, doing this is very satisfying because I just don't like front derailleurs. It just looks weird on a mountain bike. Comment down below if you feel the same way. To remove the cranks, this bolt needs to come off first. So since I'm working on a square taper crankset, I'm gonna need an adjustable wrench and a square taper crank puller tool. Okay, so now it's time to remove the bottom bracket. Since we're working on a square taper bottom bracket, I'm using my square taper bottom bracket tool paired with my adjustable wrench. It's easy, just slide it in, twist it, it should come off. Now the bottom bracket is empty, let's give it a little clean and let's put some grease on it. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. It's time to install the bottom bracket bearings. If you're doing this to your bike, just make sure to pay attention because there's two of them. One should go to the left and one should go to the right. Just screw it in, make it snug, and use the bottom bracket tool to actually make it tight. Okay, now we are really getting close. The bottom bracket is done. I'm ready to install the cranks. But before I do that, I'm gonna make sure that there's enough grease for it to spin freely and smoothly. So far, so good. Now the bike is looking fresh and neat already. All I have left to do is put the chainring on, put the chain back on, maybe do a little bit of adjustments on the derailleur. But so far, this bike is almost ready. Okay, so it is pretty much done, but the derailleur needs a little bit of adjustments. I don't have a bike stand yet, but here's a hack for you. If you have a 2x4 laying around, you can use that 2x4 as a bike repair stand maybe. Well, you can only do it if you have a vise. Okay, so the bike is ready, the derailleur is already adjusted, and the bike's looking good. So far, it looks nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and ride around the neighborhood, test it out, see how it shifts, and see if I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of adjustments. But yeah, like what I said, right now, so far it looks legit. Let's go. Okay, I'm using one hand only because the GoPro is on my left hand. So yeah, just bear with me. So far, it is shifting pretty good. It's actually pretty smooth. So you guys can see the cockpit looks nice already because the front derailleur shifter is not there anymore. I like that. So far, so good. Bike looks clean already. Nice and neat. I wish I can show you guys the action of the derailleur, but I'm holding the camera on my left hand, and the derailleur is on the left side. I mean, it's on the right side, so this is as far as I can go right here. Hold on. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it. So yeah, be safe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep pedaling, ride safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.